And action.
Okay.
This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. We are here with another good friend of Good Food Revolution, Mr. Fred Loimer, who is joining us all the way from the Langenlois in Kamptal, Austria. How are you today, sir?
I'm fine. Had a busy day in the cellar. We were bottling and I helped. So every hand is needed at the moment.
I can imagine. Now, how has this ongoing COVID-19 pandemic impacted things at Loimer Estate?
And in two ways. At the estate, the vineyards, we are busy. We have bud break. We're expecting 0 degree today, so another
Right,
danger.
okay. That's a bit worrying, yes.
It's we'll get close. Let's see. But yes, so vineyards is busy. Cellar is very slow because we are waiting for bottling. We don't know what's going on. And warehousing, office, and everything else is very, very slow. Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah, so two different sites in at the estate and also at me in the person. So good feeling because it's relaxed. Bad feeling because I don't know what happens and going on.
Now, you were telling me the last time we spoke that when this originally was beginning to develop, you didn't take it too seriously.
Yep. At the beginning, yes.
Now, what was it that changed your mind when you realized that something really quite significant was happening?
To be honest, I'm not. The same. Sometimes you think that's really a big thing, and we have to be very, very careful. And I think it is like that because we don't know. There's so less knowledge about that virus, and nobody knows how quick it really can go, and how big the disaster will be then. But on the other hand, when you look to the numbers, especially in Austria, we have I think 160,000 or something like that tested at the moment. From these, there are 13,000, so 8% infected by the virus. And half of that group is already healthy again.
Right.
So they had it already. And there are around, I don't know the number exactly, 250 or something like that deaths.
Right.
But really it's more the high risk group. So of course, serious thing, but when you look to the numbers, it's hard to understand it. It's hard to understand that everything gets shut down so hard, because to get more infection, which could be a thing we should focus on, that we get a stable community. Like Sweden is trying. We will not getting that because too less infections at the moment.
Right. And are you confident thus far with the way your government has been dealing with this pandemic?
I think they were quick enough, and they were clear enough, and the shutdown was for sure the right thing. But now we need a plan B, because I don't think we can keep that shutdown, which we had now for 4 weeks over the whole year.
Right.
So then there must be something which is coming, and they started now. They started today, opening the shops again. Not all, only the small ones, but it's the first step, and let's see what's coming next. I think they will do an announcement end of April for the next steps.
I see. Okay. And I have to ask you this: how has all of this impacted your sales more than anything else?
You know, we are very much orientated on trade,
Yes.
so restaurants, and this is closed at the moment.
Of course.
And I don't know exactly the numbers because everything we handle over importers and distributors and dealers, but I think it's more as 60% we are doing on trade. So of course it's very, very slow at the moment. We have a very, very little in Austria going to the supermarkets. There are two brands there. It's a little better as before, but it's on a small base. Same on online business. It's a little bit better, but it's a small base. So at the moment, we are down 80% or something like that.
Wow.
Let's see. Yeah, really hard. Yeah.
So all of the winery stuff aside, how has this impacted you personally with your family and the like?
You know, the boys at home, they have homeschooling.
And how is that working out?
For them, great, I think, but I don't think they take it really serious.
Right. How old are your boys?
15 and 12.
Okay.
And the 15-year-old is very, very clever, so he has a relaxed time at the moment. So it's,
okay, he's probably enjoying it, right?
More or less.
Right.
Not really, but he's missing the friends. He can,
of course,
meet them, the grandparents, and all that. So of course they are also infected, and they stay home all the time. So we do a little bit hiking, walking with the dog, or something like that.
Because you're out in the countryside.
Yeah, so that's why I'm the lucky one, I would say,
right.
Because you know the house is standing in the middle of the vineyards. I can walk outside. I have my daily work in the vineyards. So when you stand in the vineyards and work, nothing happens in a way.
Yeah.
So no changes. When you look through the business numbers, big changes. Yeah.
Because nature just keeps on advancing no matter what's happening, right?
Yeah, and then you know when you really take a walk with your dog in the morning, it's really quiet. You can hear the bees and the birds, and it's great in a way. But when you then think on the commercial side, then it's difficult.
Speaking of nature advancing, the hairdressers are also closed in Austria right now.
Yes. Yeah. Do you see that?
You're doing a much better job with your hair than I am, I have to say.
I was very lucky because normally I have to go every 5-6 weeks, otherwise I would look like a balloon, like a football. But I picked 2-3 days before they closed.
Oh, right.
So I have another, let's say, 2 weeks, but then they should open.
And then it starts looking.
And it looks like they will open at the beginning of May.
Okay. Well, Fred, thank you very much for joining us today. We'll catch up with you in a month or so and see where we're at.
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent. Take care. Bye for now.
Hopefully in person in a month.
That would be lovely. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Let's see. Thank you. Bye, Jamie.